Welcome to another day's AS Trains video featuring American Flyer trains by E.C. Gilbert, rebuilt and maintained to engineering practices, factory specifications, and standards, underpinned by lessons learned from literature, personal experience, collaboration, and applied knowledge to update and advance this skill of the craft. In this video, we're on the bench where the focus of the project is to rebuild an owner's 771 operating stockyard and car, made from 1950 to 54 by E.C. Gilbert, including the American Flyer Stockyard remote control, which is here. Note the accompanying 736 Missouri Pacific operating stock car. It was sold from 1950 to 1954. It has a sheet metal trucks and link couplers. According to Doyle, this is a Type 2 with an unpainted red plastic body and white stamped markings. Also note that a K771 operating stockyard and car made in 1953 was paired with a knuckle coupler equipped 976 operating cattle car. Just so we understand and have a clear view of what we're working on, according to Doyle, this 771 matches his Type 2 with the white vibrating mat on the corral floor, and that's here in the background. At first, I thought this was a badly faded dark mat, black mat, but I don't believe it is. I believe it's the actual white mat. It's very rigid. It has no creases in it, and it cleaned up satisfactorily from household dirt and dust and things like that. Now, according to Deeger, this matches his Type D. It has the green base, the white mat, the doors on the barn that have the 5 connected and separate lines. Now, I know that may sound a little strange to be connected and separate, but each one of these lines is connected with itself to make a complete block or enclose a complete area, and there's 5 of them, and they're all separated from each other. So the outside of the door plus the 4 interior makes up the 5. It also has the cattle with the reddish brushes, such as this one, and the white control button, which is here in the background. I've already cleaned it up and it's ready for service. Another interesting feature are the yellow painted 3-rail versus a 4-rail sheet metal fences, gates, and ramp, which was highlighted by Deeger in his book. There's 8 plastic cows with white heads that accompany the stockyard, of course, 4 brown and 4 black with reddish or black or gray brushes on the stands. Now, these particular ones have the reddish brushes. Note these white cows. Their plastic appears to have leached out the plasticizer residue that gives them this whitish, waxy feeling and appearance, almost as though they had been painted. But I found out that they hadn't been painted. I washed one of the cows, brushed, and then followed up with a hairdryer that reliquefies that residue that can easily be wiped away. Some also appears on one of the black cows. The feet pads on these cows appear to be the original, and some showing deterioration. All feet will be replaced, and I'm going to demonstrate for the owner the value of replacing the feet. Now, here's one that is really badly deteriorated. As a matter of fact, just lost some of its fiber, so I don't expect a great deal of good response and operation from it. This one that I had already washed, the fiber appears to have been spread out as though it had been stood up for a long period of time. So the fiber appears to have spread. Now, as far as parts, I didn't see anything in here so far, although I have not disassembled the operating stock car. I haven't seen anything that I needed parts for. All parts seem to be serviceable. Now, the barn was missing 4 windows, 3 of which had fallen inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sheet of Mylar that has the frosting on it, and I'm going to manufacture some for the owner. I'm simply going to cut these to size, maybe just a little bit larger than what they were before, but if I cut them to size, they'll fit in the slots on the interior of the barn. And then I'm going to use a yellow road marking brush or pen that's designed to put the yellow stripes on roads, and simply go around the edge and down the middle to separate, down to divide the window into 3 equal parts, and put a vertical line to separate the windows. And I think that will save a little bit of money and also waiting on parts. I'll probably just go ahead and replace the 5th one as well so that they all match. But we'll see what the owner thinks, and we'll move forward with that in mind.